The New Life, La Vita Nuova, by Dante Alighieri, translated by Dante Gabriel Rossetti. Section 1. In that part of the book of my memory, before the which is little that can be read, there is a rubric, saying, Incipit Vita Nova. Under such rubric I find written many things, and among them the words which I purpose to copy into this little book, if not all of them, at least their substance. 9 times already since my birth had the heaven of light returned to the self-same point almost, as concerns its own revolution, when first the glorious lady of my mind was made manifest to mine eyes, even she who was called Beatrice by many who knew not wherefore. She had already been in this life for so long as that, within her time, the starry heaven had moved towards the eastern quarter 1 of the 12 parts of a degree, so that she appeared to me at the beginning of her 9th year almost, and I saw her almost at the end of my 9th year. Her dress, on that day, was of a most noble colour, a subdued and godly crimson, girdled and adorned in such sort as best suited with her very tender age. At that moment I say most truly that the spirit of life, which hath its dwelling in the secretest chamber of the heart, began to tremble so violently that the least pulses of my body shook therewith. And in trembling it said these words, Ecce Deus fortior me, qui viens dominabitur mihi. At that moment the animate spirit, which dwelleth in the lofty chamber whither all the senses carry their perceptions, was filled with wonder, and speaking more especially unto the spirits of the eyes, said these words, Apparuit iam beatitudo vestra. At that moment the natural spirit, which dwelleth there where our nourishment is administered, began to weep, and in weeping said these words, Heu miser, quia frequenter impeditus ero de inceps. I say that, from that time forward, love quite governed my soul, which was immediately espoused to him, and with so safe and undisputed a lordship, by virtue of strong imagination, that I had nothing left for it, but to do all his bidding continually. He oftentimes commanded me to seek if I might see this youngest of the angels, wherefore I in my boyhood often went in search of her, and found her so noble and praiseworthy that certainly of her might have been said those words of the poet Homer, She seemed not to be the daughter of a mortal man, but of God. And albeit her image, that was always with me, was an exultation of love to subdue me, it was yet of so perfect a quality that it never allowed me to be overruled by love without the faithful counsel of reason, whensoever such counsel was useful to be heard. But seeing that, were I to dwell overmuch on the passions and doings of such early youth, my words might be counted something fabulous, I will therefore put them aside, and passing many things that may be conceived by the pattern of these, I will come to such as are writ in my memory with a better distinctness.